This video is in response to a subscriber's question regarding what type of upholstery is recommended for a lift chair recliner. Let's discuss this subject to initiate some thought process to help viewers that have inclusion body myositis and might soon be in the market for a lift chair recliner. If you already own a lift chair recliner, you might someday want a new one and may be able to relate to some of the issues I will be addressing. Hi, Jerry here again. Thank you for the opportunity to come into your home and show you how I live with IBM in mind. If you find this video series helpful, informative, or just a little entertaining, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe buttons on your YouTube screen. I recently purchased a slightly used Golden Technologies recliner from a local private owner for $75. This fabric upholstered chair includes infinite positioning and the ability to change it from a tilt lift to a vertical lift. My wife performed her magic by thoroughly cleaning the chair's upholstery, and my son-in-law provided the 5 minutes to convert it from a tilt lift to a vertical lift. I still had my faux leather upholstered chair to make some comparisons to this fabric recliner, so here are some of my impressions to answer the upholstery question for my subscribers. When shopping for a lift chair, you'll find many types of upholstery material offered: leather, faux leather, vinyl, fabric, suede, and microfiber, as I mentioned in my IB Myositis video episode number 14. But the correct choice of upholstery for your lift chair recliner should depend to a large degree on their surface characteristics and how they react with your legs and clothing. As I progress in this debilitating IBM disease, I find myself selecting a lift chair recliner that is best suited to my condition and the climate environment it will be in, and less on the matching the colors and decor of my living space. A leather, faux leather, or vinyl material may be what you want, but may not especially be what your IBM needs, that in a warm, humid environment and when wearing short pants, your bare skin will have a tendency to stick to the chair's covering. Leather or vinyl can be good if you are a stage 1 or stage 2 IBMer and can still overpower your skin sticking to the chair's surface. Material slipperiness is desirable in the linings used in coat sleeves, shoes, and is a prominent feature of many sleeping garments, but not on the bottom of a throw rug for obvious reasons. But on a recliner, a slippery surface may be okay for stage 1 and stage 2 IBMers, but may pose problems when reaching the advanced third stage of IBM. If wearing long pants or a skirt, a leather or vinyl chair surface can be slippery, especially when tilting your recliner to get to a standing position, as reported by many IBMers on various social media sites. But if you live in a hot, humid environment and like to wear short pants or even lounge around in your underwear, a leather-like chair surface might be difficult for a seasoned IBMer to move around on, especially after an extended time sitting in it. When the humidity is high, the moisture evaporation of the skin is reduced and leaves a damp skin surface that affixes your skin to the leather upholstery and decreases the effectiveness of sweating in cooling the body. When sinking to the third stage of IBM, your weak legs and arms will encounter an increasing amount of difficulty repositioning yourself on your leather-like or vinyl-covered recliner surface. High home humidity might be the reason why many IBMers occasionally report getting the sweats when just sitting in their leather recliner. Before overreacting, you might want to check that the humidity in your home is situated somewhere between 30 and 50, maybe 60% maximum, and enlist a heating and cooling expert to suggest ways to reduce it to increase your personal comfort level in your home if it lies outside that range. I've owned my previous faux leather tilt recliner for about 3 years. As my IBM continues to weaken my body, I found it more and more difficult to sit up after reclining the chair's backrest, because when raising the backrest from a napping position, it had a tendency to push the lower part of my body forward on the chair seat. A few cycles of the backrest, and I was pushed to the edge of the seat cushion, and sitting up was nearly impossible. The problem seemed worse in the winter months when wearing long pants allowed more slippage between my legs and my chair's upholstery. In the warmer months, friction between my bare legs and my chair seemed to hold me in place, but it also made it considerably more difficult to adjust myself on the chair. Enter the inverted wedge pillow on the backrest to help get to an upright position, as I showed near the end of my 18th IB Myositis video episode as a bonus tip. The wedge pillow helped me get to the seated position using some tilt action, but usually only for the first or second cycle, as after that I usually found myself on the very edge of the seat and tilted forward, a very precarious position to be in. My depleted leg muscles no longer help me to wiggle my body to reposition myself back into the center of the chair's seat cushion. I'm sure that other IBMers in a similar stage of this disease are experiencing the same. As I said, my recently purchased Golden Technologies lift chair has a fabric seat. I decided to convert the lift linkage to try the vertical lift, but now my problem is the difficulty of sitting up to a forward position even after fully returning the seat back to its full upright position. In order to get to the straight up seated position, I have to raise a chair up so my legs work as a counterbalance to the top half of my body. I was hoping to eliminate the need to use my sit-to-stand lift to transfer to my power chair every time I needed a change of scenery, but in my depleted condition, the vertical lift is no real advantage to me because I cannot scooch forward to the edge of the recliner. Be mindful of the fact that it may take more effort to move on a leather upholstered chair than a cloth fabric chair during high humidity months, an effort that might be especially difficult for an IBMer when reaching an FRS score in the single digits. As I currently have a functional rating scale score of only 5, my ability to move around on a leather-like or vinyl surface is very difficult for me in warm weather, whether I'm on a power chair or a lift recliner, when any bare arm or leg skin is contacting the chair. As we have just recently installed the newly acquired lift chair with the cloth fabric upholstery, my first impression is that my bare skin does not stick to the upholstery when wearing short pants as much as it did on my previous leather-like covered recliner. My initial impression of the Golden Technologies recliner that can be converted to a vertical lift is positive, especially in the fact that if and when the vertical lift is no longer an assistive tool, I will be able to return to the tilt geometry within just a few minutes if necessary. This recliner still has the ability to be mounted on a riser platform and adjust the height if you are tall. Here's an interesting note I found in the Golden Technologies owner's manual that accompanied my used chair purchase. Do not flop down into the chair when getting into it or while it is in the raised position. Flopping down into the chair will damage it and could cause personal injury. Perhaps Golden Technology doesn't know about IBM. If you can still transfer unaided to your recliner, I learned to pigeon-toe my feet just a little and lean my upper body forward a bit during the plop down to lessen the speed of the fall into the recliner seat. Try it. It worked for me. My second tip is a reminder to annually get some lubricant applied to all pivot joints to assure quiet and smooth operation of your lift chair recliner. In closing, lift chairs aren't cheap by any means, so make sure you think of everything, even the type of clothing you will be wearing when using it, and the humidity level in your home environment in all seasons. Thanks for watching this video. These opinions are exactly that, my opinions. Your opinions may differ depending on your experiences and living environment. Please leave the comments and questions in the area under this video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and also subscribe button to this channel if you have not already done so. Have a crash-free and restful day, my friends.